You know, when we're kids, the world revolves around us. I saw this kind of a demonstration of the steps of a family made around a newborn baby. Everyone, coming, going, coming, going, coming, going, everything coming, going to the baby. Everything went to the baby. We have been had this kind of care and this kind of circle of activity around us, like any of the children here. So when we grow up, when you add this kind of love and care to a habit that we come into this world with, of needing to be the center of attention, needing a lot of care, needing a lot of love, needing a lot of support so we're not insecure, our insecurity becomes very demanding. And as we grow up, that doesn't change so much. We're still very needy. We just need different things. We maybe don't need our mother anymore, coming to our bed every few minutes, all day and all night long anymore. But we did for a long time. We would scream and cry if our mother left the room. It was like we would die that she left the room. Now we don't die anymore that mom leaves the room. Actually, when we're teenage, we wish she would just go away and just not bother me so much. I've got to do this myself. And this self thing, we see this self thing get very dominant. Not that it hasn't been since our infancy. And so it's natural in our own instinctive way to think of ourselves first. And as we grow in this world, it makes sense to think of ourselves first. And then after we're okay, then maybe we can think of our little brother or our sister, or we can think of a friend, or we can think of someone else, and we can start to include more people within this range of what we have to take care of, which in the center is me. I am first. But the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas and the great masters tell us differently. They say really all the suffering of our experience from the moment of birth through our own death and infinite cycles of repetitions of lifetimes are due to not understanding who we really are, not understanding the true nature of our being. And so we assume that I is who we are. And you can see it on the playground. You put, 25 children together, and you have 25 eyes out there trying to jump higher, run faster, and to be included and to get rid of what they don't like. We're doing this as much as when we were little. We are still doing this. And it produces suffering. When I hurt or harm another, I produce bad karma, and that shadow follows me. And when the story unfolds in my life of being a victim, I don't understand why that happens to me. Why should bad things happen to good people? That's not fair. That's not nice. Who invented that? But actually, nobody invented this. It isn't by someone's power outside of us that bad things happen to good people. Bad things are a shadow that arises due to actions of in our previous behavior, where we justified hurting and harming others. We had some good reason, I am sure. I was perfectly capable of taking care of myself, and people better get out of my way. If they don't get out of my way, they better be careful, because, I'm more important than them. Hurting and harming others is something that we have come to believe is necessary in our life. We don't think we can really live without that. We don't think that that's possible. But actually, we have to take some teachings from the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas about this, where they tell us that every suffering comes from selfishness, and every happiness and pleasure and fruitful fulfillment comes from kindness and love and compassion. That when you give the most important position to the others with love and compassion, like your mother, that you really recognize and give value to the importance and kindness of your mother, you create a seed, a kind of seed that produces a marvelous result.